Okay, so I genuinely want, before I start this live, I just want to be very upfront, be very respectful of the circumstances, and be blatantly honest with just the overall situation. And I know there's plenty of people who have made these videos and feel like their opinion is validated in some form, or they feel like they have to sit with a certain narrative instilled in their head. That's not me. Okay, this is genuinely an opinion. This is a respectable opinion, and to whoever they feel like it concerns them enough, it is what it is. So let me be upfront. I am by no means being political about this, but I find the writer's strike to be extremely idiotic. I find it a long-standing beef with an industry that has been changing for over a millennium or near millennium, and over the course of 100 years that people have been in, famous actors, writers, producers, whatever have you, whatever makes you famous, I guess. The intent to hold on, make sure I got this out. The intent to create is not about instilling your security in the industry. It's instilling a financial gain from being a part of a bigger conglomerate, right? And I understand that there's levels to it. There's a large amount of people not knowing when to shut up. And that's what this is to me. I understand that people feel like they deserve the wage they were promised. I understand that. I believe people who are promised a position deserve a position. I am a strong believer in that. And I support all those individuals who are currently on strike. But enough of that for a second. I want y'all to take into consideration several factors that, however you take it, is however you want to take it. Number one, most of this stuff going on is in California. Okay. One of the pinnacles of America, to the point of where damn near everybody that's anybody lives in California. So if you make a certain wage, or you make more than 20,000 a month or whatever have you, that's where people are. That's where you at. And I find you funny. I find every one of you in this situation funny, because me personally, because I was telling my girl the same thing and she looked at me like I was retarded. How is it that you going to say you deserve a certain wage, but you continue to put yourself in a position where not only is this your only job, okay, you still have to take into consideration you got a family to feed, bills to pay, and a living to maintain. Okay, you have living situations you need to maintain. Now, me personally, I'm not the type, even if I had the money, I'm not the type to sit here and want to spend a quarter million on a house in LA. I'm not the type to spend a million plus on a house in Hollywood Boulevard. That's not how this works. That's not effectively how I use my money. Okay? I don't feel comfortable in spending a quarter mil on a house. Or not, and don't get me wrong, I understand what some people are going to think, like it's not about the money, da 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 da. hate to break it to you, fam. It is about the money because you got the fucking Russo brothers who made millions off of Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War, right? You got people that really spend like that really get paid $16 million for whatever wage. Okay, but y'all people that quote live by your means, if you live in LA or live in the suburban half of LA, you not spending less than 50K on a house that you bought. You're not doing it. You're not doing it because in those same neighborhoods, in them same places, these are the same complexes and same housing arrangements that people go out of their way for. But the first thing y'all doing is complaining about how y'all job is not treating you right. Fuck that. No, y'all stupid. Y'all dumb as hell. Because I'm not gonna quit my job because you're not paying me the amount I asked for. I'm not gonna quit my job and you still paying me. But you motherfuckers are willing to throw away your job, throw away your livelihood, throw away your bills that gotta get paid because you want to have the wage that everybody else is getting. That's not how that works. And regardless if you get the wage you ask for, you don't get the wage you ask for. It's not worth quitting your job and sacrificing your lifestyle or not and matter of fact, we're gonna call it a lifestyle because all you idiots that out here buying Teslas and shit, you're not rich by no means. You're not rich by any form. You're pretending to have something that you genuinely will not be able to afford 10 years from now. And if you do have the finances to afford a Tesla, that's on you. That's fine. But again, when 10, 20 years come around and you a 60-something-year-old motherfucker trying to drive a Tesla, knowing full well the Tesla don't even need you to drive it no fucking more. It's the same scenario. Because what I'm not going to do is sit here and allow the SAG to not only prioritize the fact that you're profiting off people that quit their jobs, but you're going to turn around and have a whole website and have people who support y'all pay for shit on a support factor. Excuse me. Because I just got off the SAG page, right? Talking about they offer swag. Talking about you got to pay for t-shirts and shit. I'm not paying no fucking $20-something for no fucking t-shirt. I just quit my motherfucking job. I was getting paid $45,000-$50,000 a fucking month, and next thing I know, now I'm out here striking with a bunch of motherfuckers that don't even know me. But because we share the same ideals, that makes us equal. Respect to that. Nah, I think most of you have this idea backwards. Because see, what's going to happen is these big name companies are going to just say fuck you. Okay, I understand. You don't want to be replaced by AI that will create a movie script. Let me help you. Let me help some people understand. Let me break it down for y'all real quick. An average movie script is about 400 pages. Okay, and the idea that they want to have AIs even be a thing now. Okay, and I say this with a strong mind and a stronger heart. You want to have an AI create a movie script of 400 pages, you still got to get the writers to actually proofread that same script. Then get the producers, get the production crew, the directors, all of that shit you got to get together. So my thing about it is, y'all were so busy trying to be famous. Y'all so busy trying to be famous. Y'all so busy trying to be famous, right? You're so busy trying to be famous. That's not how that works. Everybody want to be famous, but don't nobody want to put the work in. Kevin Hart said that. Why y'all think you can throw away all that you worked for simply because they tell you they're not going to pay you a certain amount? First of all, if I was making the amount of money the brothers from Stranger Things were making, and because they are related and are considered a household name, they're making the same amount. They're making the same amount. So you talking they make 8 million together. They make 8 million separate, but 16 million together. So if it's both of them attached to a project, that's a $16 million check you got to cut now. Separate, they got it's an 8.5, right? So the fact y'all got $8 million ahead, but you living in Hollywood, living on the hills and shit, rich as hell. But you didn't. First of all, what makes you think that big name companies like Warner Brothers, Activision, and other gigs don't have a plan B if you people decide that you want to fuck around and find out? Because and again, I'm not encouraging nobody to settle for less. If you're getting paid less at your job, find another job. Find another job. The fuck? Like, and it's the same for actors. Like, y'all really think that y'all are not replaceable? You seem to think like, okay, Johnny Depp don't want to be Captain Jack Sparrow anymore. You can have a you going and they're threatening to use AI to create his voice. You're still copying pasting Johnny Depp's likeness, which means you have to pay Johnny Depp for his likeness and the rights to him, because again, you still have to go through paperwork to reserve him. You have to pay him. You basically paying him for acting without acting. So what the fuck? I'm not understanding how you gonna have an AI write a $400 script, a 400-page movie script, but then you not gonna send it back to be proofread by the group of people you pay to make sure that that's right. For all you know, and again, people are still experimenting with AIs. I myself experimented with AIs. How are you gonna sit here and tell me that you not willing to pay the people that work hard to get this money the wage they deserve, but you want to turn around and replace them with an artificial intelligence that's 9 times out of 10 not going to do exactly what you program it to do? But I guess we should probably talk about how the fact that the writers strike is now trying to stretch into the video game industry. So we just out here saying fuck everybody's job, right? It's the AI version of COVID-19, isn't it? No, y'all are not essential. We're just gonna say fuck y'all. We're just gonna replace you. Okay, that's in this country. I want to make that perfectly clear. That's in this country. That's not going to stop Japan or Europe or fucking China from making video games. That's not going to stop Chinese actors, Korean actors, Japanese actors. That's not going to stop any of that stuff. That's not going to stop Funimation from broadcasting their programs in Japanese. That's not going to stop. Like, y'all cannot try to expect the world to fold under pressure. It does not matter how much pressure you're applying. You still have people that have to feed their families, people that still got to live. You know, how many people go to California and end up being homeless? Right. That part. Because clearly, maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I missed this. I don't know. I don't think I've been living under a rock. I think that the concept that most people believe is correct. I think if you put enough motherfuckers in a room and they start to have differences with each other versus them having actual matching ideals, that's diversity. But now you put the same people that have the same issues with another group of motherfuckers, that's adversity. So now the SAG thinks that, oh, we started with the movie industry, now it's time to cripple the video game industry. You act like motherfuckers out here really do got a second job. or another occupation. You people go to college for 4 or 5 to 8 years for this shit, but then you turn around and you come around and fucked up. Nah. Mm-mm. See, I'm not a I got morals. I'm sorry. I'm not about taking food out another man's hand. I'm not about taking money and food out another man's pockets. So he can't go feed his family because of some shit we did. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm sorry that I'm human, but y'all seem to think it's okay that the SAG is out here bullying motherfuckers. Okay, yeah, the economy rough right now. We keep sending money to Ukraine. We keep sending money to help them fight against Russia, a war that got nothing to do with us. Again. Now, for the first time in a long time, did I ever think that I would get political on this fucking channel? And I had no intention of getting political in no shape or form. I did not want to get political on this platform. I did not. But you know why I got on this platform? It's because I have children myself. I have nieces and nephews who thrive off the community, and overall, y'all retarded. Y'all think you can just do what the fuck you want and hurt people's pockets, hurt people's families. It's not about y'all not wanting to pay motherfuckers. It's more than that. And when y'all really think about it, like really think about this shit, they trying to make it so motherfuckers can't do nothing. It's Cyberpunk 2077. No, correction, it's Cyberpunk 2023. Because the fact that we shifted from trying to fight COVID-19, fight all the shutdowns, all the people that were forced in the house because of their fear of catching COVID, and then turn around, now we have to fight AIs and big name companies not wanting to pay us pay them for their likeness. No, see, y'all doing strikes. See how I grew up. Let me tell you something. I grew up in a big family. We don't do strikes. Just like if I got my ass beat on the playground by somebody, I ain't calling the cops. I'm calling family. SAG is not y'all family. It's a group of motherfuckers that's profiting off the fact that y'all have no jobs. And y'all are still consistently investing time, money, and effort into listening to these idiots. They're not doing this to help you. They're doing it to profit. You're cattle. You're cannon fodder. Because once this shit is over with, if it does end, which I don't think this shit is going to end for at least a year or two, you'll understand when you out there on them sidewalks with all them other homeless crackheads and broken people, because you put your faith in a bunch of people that don't benefit from having you around. They benefit because you're proving to be a prophet. You're profitable cattle. And you being profitable cattle means that as long as you paying them to do what the fuck they say, they're going to just tell you, oh, go out there, stand out there with a picket sign and march. What you think this is, a civil rights movement? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Martin Luther King ain't make no money from marching. Malcolm X ain't make no money from marching. What the fuck makes you people think 70 years into the future, you think you're going to march for a better future? No. Mm-mm. You people are idiots. They want to replace you, let them. Because guess what? When the shit starts to fall and shit starts to falter and crack between the seams, they're going to be calling you right the fuck back. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I'm not. And if y'all want to follow behind the SAG, that's you. Because what's going to happen is, guess what? Once they start really telling y'all how y'all feel and trying to explain to you that what you're doing is stupid and you look stupid and you're trying to prove that to everyone else that you don't look stupid, you're still going to look stupid. But that's all. That's my opinion. I'm standing by it, though. It is what it is.